Did you know there's a jellyfish that can technically live forever? Or a shrimp that punches harder than a bullet? Nature's wildest creations often fly under the radar, hiding their unbelievable talents in plain sight. We're not talking about cheetahs running fast or eagles having sharp vision. These are the underdogs of the animal kingdom with abilities that sound like science fiction. But every single one of them is real. From invisible frogs to creatures that regenerate entire limbs, these 10 animals possess superpowers that would make even Marvel jealous. And wait until you hear about number 7. This one has a skill that literally defies death. Stick around, because you won't want to miss it. Let's dive in. Number 1. The Mantis Shrimp, the underwater boxer with X-ray vision. At first glance, the Mantis Shrimp looks like just another colorful sea creature. But don't be fooled. This guy packs a punch, literally. Its limbs strike with the speed of a .22 caliber bullet, shattering shells, glass, and even aquarium walls. That's 50 times faster than the blink of an eye. But it gets weirder. The mantis shrimp's eyes can see ultraviolet, infrared, and polarized light. While we humans rely on 3 color channels, red, green, and blue, the mantis shrimp sees in 12. It can detect things we can't even imagine. It's like seeing a whole new layer of reality. Basically, it's a brawler and a superhero with built-in sci-fi goggles. Number 2, the axolotl, the eternal regenerator. Imagine cutting off your arm and growing it back perfectly, bones, nerves, and all. That's Tuesday for the axolotl, a smiling salamander native to Mexico. Not only can it regrow limbs, but it can also regenerate its heart, lungs, spinal cord, and even parts of its brain. Scientists are obsessed with the axolotl because unlocking its secrets might one day help humans heal wounds, repair organs, or reverse paralysis. And unlike most amphibians, the axolotl never undergoes metamorphosis. It stays in its youthful form forever, a phenomenon called neoteny. It's nature's Peter Pan, refusing to grow up while flexing one of the most incredible healing abilities on Earth. Number 3, the tardigrade, the space survivor. You can boil it, freeze it, blast it with radiation, launch it into space. The tardigrade doesn't care. Also known as the water bear, this microscopic creature is nearly indestructible. It's been frozen for decades, revived, and just walked it off like nothing happened. Scientists even sent them into the vacuum of space, and they survived. Tardigrades do it by entering a state called cryptobiosis, where they dry out completely and shut down almost every metabolic process. It's the ultimate pause button. They're not flashy, but in a global disaster, your best bet might be to turn into one of these. Number 4, the pistol shrimp, the underwater gun. This tiny shrimp doesn't punch like the mantis shrimp, but it's packing serious heat. The pistol shrimp snaps its claw shut so fast it creates a cavitation bubble that reaches 210 decibels, louder than a gunshot. When the bubble collapses, it releases heat hotter than the surface of the sun. Yes, you heard that right. The shockwave stuns or kills its prey instantly. And this snap? It creates actual light, a phenomenon called sonoluminescence. One tiny claw, one devastating shot. And for a brief moment, this shrimp creates its own miniature star. Number 5, the immortal jellyfish, time traveler of the sea. Meet Turritopsis dohrnii, also known as the immortal jellyfish. When faced with danger, disease, or even old age, this creature pulls off something miraculous. It reverses its life cycle. It transforms its adult cells back into its polyp stage, essentially becoming young again. This process can happen over and over, theoretically allowing it to live forever. Of course, it can still be eaten or destroyed, but biologically, it's unlocked the closest thing to eternal life we've ever seen. Nature didn't just give it a reset button, it gave it a full-blown time machine. Number 6, the horned lizard, the blood shooter. When threatened, the horned lizard pulls a move straight out of a horror movie. It squirts blood from its eyes, up to 5 feet away. The blood contains chemicals that confuse or even repel predators, especially canines. And this isn't a rare event, it's a routine defense mechanism. The lizard increases pressure in its sinuses until tiny blood vessels burst, creating a literal spray of blood. It's like Mother Nature said, let's give this guy a laser defense system made of blood. Number 7, the opossum, the poison antidote factory. Most animals avoid venomous snakes. Not the opossum. This nocturnal scavenger can eat rattlesnakes, copperheads, and cottonmouths with no problem. Why? It produces a peptide in its blood that neutralizes snake venom. Scientists have isolated this molecule, and it's now being studied as a potential universal anti-venom. That's right, this scrappy little marsupial could save your life. It doesn't just play dead, it plays smart. Number 8. The hairy frog, the wolverine amphibian. Also called the horror frog, this bizarre creature takes extreme measures when threatened. It breaks its own bones to create claws that pierce through its toe pads, turning its skeleton into weapons. Think Wolverine, but slimy and with a flair for drama. Even stranger, the frog grows hair-like structures on its sides during breeding season to help absorb more oxygen, like a part-time werewolf that fights with bone knives. Yes, this is a real thing. Number 9. The bombarder beetle, the chemical cannon. Most beetles just crawl around looking unremarkable. Not the bombarder beetle. When threatened, it mixes chemicals in its abdomen to create an explosive reaction. The result? It sprays boiling hot toxic liquid at attackers, rapid-fire style. The reaction temperature reaches nearly 100 degrees Celsius, and the beetle can fire up to 20 times in rapid bursts. This insect carries a tiny chemical lab in its body, and it uses it to wage chemical warfare. Number 10. The glass frog, the transparent vanisher. Found in Central and South America, the glass frog has skin so translucent you can literally see its organs. You can watch its heart beating, its stomach digesting, all from the outside. But this isn't just a cool parlor trick. Scientists believe its see-through belly helps it blend into its leafy surroundings, making it nearly invisible to predators from below. It doesn't just hide in its environment, it becomes part of it. So there you have it. 10 creatures with powers so strange you'd swear they belong in a comic book. A shrimp that sees colors we can't imagine. A salamander that regenerates organs. A jellyfish that cheats death itself. And then there's the tiny tardigrade. Humble, microscopic, and possibly Earth's last survivor when everything else is gone. Nature isn't just weird, it's brilliant. These animals aren't anomalies. They're living proof that evolution is the most creative force on the planet. Now here's the question. If you could pick one of these animal superpowers, which would you choose? Eternal regeneration? Bone claws? Snake immunity? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more wild facts that science can barely explain. Because when it comes to nature, we've barely scratched the surface.